Peace, peace, peace. Peace to all the family that's peeping this, tuning in, watching this. This video is dedicated to Sean Price, aka Ruckus, Ruck of Heltah Skeltah. Sean P. You know what I mean? Bootcamp Clik, Decepticons representing. Peace to the whole family. There's a lot of brothers and sisters. Too many to name. For this video, I want to get straight to the point. Live and direct from Brooklyn, Flatbush, neighboring towns from over there, Brownsville. You know what I mean? It's been about 6 years since Sean has left us. Back to the essence. And we're just going to pay homage and let the world know why the underground is flourishing with the energy that it has today in 2021, right? With the wake of all this crazy worldly events happening as we speak. Shortly upon his passing, Sean Price has laid verses, appearances, and features with artists that run this underground, thundaground, hip-hop scene community to this day right now, you know? Artists such as Roc Marciano, artists such as Westside Gunn. All right, noteworthy tracks on Roc Marciano's debut album, Marberg, which no one was really paying attention to when it came out. Let's make that clear. You labels, you independent labels especially, were fronting. I remember those conversations I had with Roc's manager, Jazz, back then, with the U&M gang, been banging that album, you in and you out, for a long time, before Roc Marciano eventually went solo. Even though he was always a solo artist. He was on Busta Rhymes features, you know, he was on Flip Mode Squad. But regardless of the case, and his buzz at the time, you guys were fronting. So stop acting like y'all was all supporting and showing love. You know, the only person that showed love was Sean Price. Now, Sean Price didn't have to get on that Snow remix, but he got on that Snow remix. When he got on that Snow remix off the Marberg album, which eventually was released by Fat Beats Distribution after all your labels fronted, that associated track by Sean Price, who made a new name for himself. Sean Price, he decided to name himself Sean Price because that's the name that his mother named him. And he wanted to dedicate the rest of his career, his life, to his family. Can't be wrong with that, you know what I mean? Salute his brother Stuck B, who I have history with, you know? Salute Rusty Jukes. Again, salute the whole Bootcamp Clik family. Bernadette Price, his wife. The young one, the young Sean Price. All the kids, right? I just had to let this known instead of just me just writing about it, because I was going to write about it, but I'm not really a blogger like that. I just like to write. So certain things that I put out there in the universe, people were like, oh, this guy's a writer, but I'm not really a writer. I just happen to like scribing a couple things here and there, right? The same way I'm making beats right now, I'm putting out some music out there right now. I don't have a career doing all that, but I'm doing it now because it's about that time. Now, back to Sean Price. He didn't have to give the baton to Roc Marciano as he was doing back then. He was blessing him because he knew that Roc Marciano is the dopest cat, right? Roc Marciano is presently the king of this whole underground hip-hop thing right here, along with Westside Gunn and the whole Griselda movement. Sean Price got on Black Tar. Nobody knew who Westside Gunn was back then when this Hitler Wears Hermes series was popping or starting to pop. Nobody knew or gave a fuck who these guys were. Sean Price, he didn't give a fuck. He got on there, murked the track. You see what's going on today? The underground, thunderground hip-hop community right now, the energy is beautiful. It's flourishing. It looks great. It's not just about the money. It's about the energy. It's about the love that's happening right now. You know? Eras, families, and crews such as the Bootcamp Clik, DITC Clik, that's the Digging in the Crates crew, Hit Squad, Def Squad, Cold Chillin'. There's too many crews out there, man, that paved the way for everything that's going on right now. A lot of our sound, this New York sound, has been lost. Salute the Licks, the Alcoholics crew on the West Coast, the Hieroglyphics crew on the West Coast, who preserved that sound, right? Samples, or just using instruments that sound funky. Gangstar Foundation, Flavor Unit. There's a lot of crews out there that we must celebrate for paving the way for what's going on today. So when we salute cats like Planet Asia out there that's been holding the torch, holding it down correctly for all these years, we have to understand that these guys, it's like they sacrificing themselves, just like Jesus Price, Sean Price did. He could have easily went another route because he already had a following from the Bootcamp Clik era and crew. But he stood true to himself, true to his heart, true to his family. And that comes before everything else. So when he got on that track, the Snow remix, off that Marberg album, that's a classic right now. When he got on that Black Tar song, West Side Gun back then, he didn't know what was gonna happen today. He just showed love, you know? And I'm sure he wasn't even asking for so much bread, beating you in the head, overcharging. Salute Sean Price. Peace. You did this. You're the reason why this underground hip-hop underground community is thriving right now. And that's what this video is here for. That's what it's dedicated to. Peace. Salute.